Time for leg number 2 of the Europa League quarter-finals. We have Juventus, of course, and a 3-1 first leg lead to protect. Moving forward from there, we are hoping to keep up our form in the Premier League as well. We are very much enjoying a standout season, but today's episode, Premier League-wise, is going to make a giant difference in our story of the season. Top of the table Newcastle at home after, of course, the 6-0 or 6-1, I'm not sure which way around it was, drubbing earlier in the season. Certainly need to fire back about that, don't we? And then there's Tottenham away later in the day as well. In our next game in the Premier League after that, we look likely of getting through in the Europa League, but I'm not going to count my chickens just yet. I'll show you the league table as well in the Premier League at the moment as it stands. So let me do that here. Go shortcut there and then up to the Premier League. So we sit second behind top spot Newcastle. Our goal difference is now more comparable to those around us. Obviously, we've had to go on a number of small win streaks to be able to get to that stage. Spurs' goal difference is actually the worst now of everyone, up there in the top few. We're in a title fight with Newcastle at Sunderland, which is pretty mad. But Sunderland in the semi-finals of the Europa League would be just as crazy. A formation change for Juventus for leg number 2. Di Gregorio still in goal, and the back four is the same as previous. Tubam and Locatelli sit deeper for this one with Conceição on the right, Kostic on the left, and Yildiz moved to Cam with Jonathan David through the middle at striker. Options on the bench remain similar to previous, but Koopmane has dropped for this one. Ponceau, Roberts and Mukiele into the team for this one. Was going to start Xhaka if it was only 2-1, but with the game at 3-1, I feel more confident of letting the usual midfield and the midfield that shows the most promise of growing continually for the rest of the save. I'm putting my eggs in the younger players for the future basket rather than the aging players that are currently in the squad. Oh, lovely footwork from Semenyo, and it could have been a dream start. It really wasn't far away from being so, but sadly it isn't. Hume. Semenyo. Oh, Ponceau was making a good run. I just couldn't get it to him. It's lovely footwork from Yildiz. Jonathan David not strong enough though. Siddiqui. Semenyo. Again, Ponceau made a good run and it very nearly opened up, but Semenyo just can't quite find him. I don't need to... Oh, great turn. I don't need to attack too recklessly in this game. Just need to be firm at the back and hope that they finish like that, which is similar to what they did for the first leg. And we should have ourselves through to this semi-final. Jonathan David. This Yildiz breaking well. Out to Jonathan David again. Conceição. Yildiz. Nice turn. Good block. Deny them the corner. Get rid of it. So far, so good in this second leg. I hit a hand, did it? No, the referee disagrees. Jonathan David past me. Try and narrow up the defence here. Dennis Cirkin in the way again. Wild from Jonathan David, but apparently it bounced up and hit an arm. And Filip Kostic. Oh my God. Yildiz with a reactionary overhead kick that would have been absolutely ridiculous. Well, it was absolutely ridiculous. If it had gone in, it'd have been the level above. Oh, dearie me. I want to get too aggressive. Conceição. Conceição still. It's a nice ball into David. Yildiz, good save. Forward we go. Semenyo is not going to be as good as Mark Guiu as an aerial option and an aerial out. But hopefully he's good enough. That's probably a foul. Referee says no, play on, and I'm very glad he did. In actual fact, we got the advantage for the secondary foul on Trey Hume. We'll tuck this back to... It's meant for Siddiqui. Diarra, sorry. Here's Siddiqui. Patrick Roberts getting a rare start. His contract expires and he'll be leaving us at the end of the season. It's going to be a big squad overhaul in the summer. And if we have Champions League football and a decent budget, then there's going to be a lot of quality coming through the door at the Stadium of Light. In a minute, we're trying to not go out the trapdoor of the Europa League. Even though we're not playing great, that first leg, fantastic performance and result is carrying us right now. Jonathan David Good tackle again. Jonathan David has been really underwhelming in this game. Or in both games, for that matter. Ball forward was meant to go towards Semenyo, but never mind. And that's too heavily hit. And, well, Yildiz nearly took the keeper's face off. It's a Sirkin. Driven into the middle. Dan Neal. Diarra. Run, Ponso. You're in, mate. Took a little while to take the ball with him, but up against Upamecano here. Bit of space for Dan Neal. Bit more space for Dan Neal. Jesus Christ, Dan Neal. Now, I'm in a position now where I'm contemplating, albeit I don't want to do it too early, we have fallen foul to that previously. I'm contemplating taking off a couple of my go-to starters because we've got to factor in a game between first and second in the Premier League coming in the next match day in just 3 days' time, Thursday to Sunday. Roberts to deliver a cross. Ponso's not going to win that. So I might end up resting players against Juventus for the derby against Newcastle. Looking for Ponso, it's given away. Jonathan David. Scraping past. Not scraping through. I mean, it's all Juve are doing is hopeful shots from range. They're never going to get themselves back in the game like that. The way that they played in the first leg with their passing possession play was really, really good. And they haven't done that in this game. And it's been noticeable too. They haven't had the quality of chance that they created in leg number 1. That was supposed to go square. And as a result, they don't look like... as if... They don't look like getting themselves back in this. That's cheeky from Locatelli. That's a lovely turn from Jonathan David. But then that's the end result. Juve just not good enough. Diarra gets away. Ponso. Semenyo's here. And the runner, it's Chris Rigg. Chris Rigg! Just rejected a bid from Paris Saint-Germain for the young man. To try and get him to stay with us and be part of the squad moving forward. As he continues to grow and has 93 potential. 92, one of the two. He's certainly early 90s. What are they doing? 92% pass accuracy, apparently. Not evidenced by that effort. Kostic for Koopmaners as well at left back. Oh, sorry, at left mid. Might be a change in formation, potentially. It's not going to be a change in scoreline, though, at this rate. Little think. Oh, Ponso changed his run. 1 minute added on, 1 minute added on, gone. A 0-0 draw away from home in Italy. And we'll gladly take it. We are through to the semi-finals of the Europa League. We presume Dortmund are 2. You presume Frankfurt are 2. And, unsurprisingly, Monaco as well. So, some rather impressive squads still in this competition. But we find ourselves in a situation now where Semenyo's changed to striker just in time. But at the same time... Oh, wow. 82... Oh, no. He was 82 anyway, wasn't he? And he has peaked now. I think he was peaked anyway. But first versus second in the Premier League is Sunderland versus Newcastle. Or Newcastle versus Sunderland, might I say more accurately. Although, I could say it the other way around. Oh, no, not with a 12... Not with a 12. Well, actually saying that, look, the difference between our goal difference and Newcastle's goal difference is the game against Newcastle last time we played them because it was 6-0. And there's a 12-goal swing. Payback, please. Operation Don't Lose 6-0 again is underway. Diogo Costa in goal for Newcastle today. Joshua Kimmich at right back with Malik Thior, Sven Botman and Lewis Hall as the back line. Benacer, Joelinton and Joe Willock in the midfield with Alanga, Isak, who scored 4 last time, and Anthony Gordon out on the left-hand side. The bench is okay, but not sensational. Ugh. I'm really nervous. Not only is it the derby, not only did we lose 6-0 last time we played them, but it's first versus second in the Premier League. It is the game of games. Joelinton, Isak, Gordon. It nearly started already. Kimmich with the corner. Semenyo's up, but not necessarily away. A hand from Hume. It'll be a free kick for the away side. Right on the edge of the box. They've plenty of tall men in the middle to aim for. One of whom is Jean-Claire Todibo. Which is handy. Can we get to that first? Yes. It's a lovely spin. I'm going to have to play it off first. Granit Xhaka on the counter-attack. Looking for Semenyo. He's in behind one. He's in behind two. Antoine Semenyo at striker, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to miss Mark Guiu. We lead at the Stadium of Light in this game of games. Elanga well in. Pinball. Wouldn't let me change to Dan Neil to chase after that, which is lovely. So Newcastle will have it back again. Elanga across the middle. Joel Linton to Elanga again. Nice ball to the big Swede. Elanga again. Oh, just got there. Just got there. Dan Neil. Cross to Siddiqui. Adingra in the channel. Semenyo arriving. Adingra again. Simon Adingra! Can you imagine if that had gone in? Oh, sweet lord, can you imagine if that had gone in? Xhaka. Dan Neil. Looking for Talby. Dan Neil got nailed. Granit Xhaka. Yellow card incoming. Not sure who it was. It's Benacer. There was a red card apiece in the last derby. Benacer's halfway to getting there again. Siddiqui brings it down. That hit a hand. I'll take the free kick, thank you. Oh, but it's a bit close for Granit Xhaka. Can I lay it off to him? Yes. Good save. Leave it. Corner. This is not the same flow as the game at St James's Park, is it? Thank Christ. Just trying to find Xhaka. Does get to Talby. Xhaka, Semenyo. Talby round the corner. Kemsdeen. Oh, hello. Wasn't expecting that. Where are you on the edge of the box? Dan Neil. Oh, off the bar. Can we get to the rebound? Xhaka. Oh, mate. Hitting the bar twice today. Already 1-0 up. Could be 3. It's Joe Willett. It's a good ball. Gordon's in the box. There's Isak. Patterson at full stretch. Like a salmon pal. Botman wins that header. We're going to get to the loose ball. Now Botman's out of position. Semenyo. Talby on the shoulder of the defender. Who's going to get there? Ahead of Malik Shaw. 2! Adingra does get his goal! Sunderland at the double! We love playing sizing in black and white stripes, it seems. Apart from that other one. Come on! Of the Black Cats! And Xhaka. Semenyo. Oh, well, there I will take a free kick. Because that is Xhaka range. Granit. Please. I shall say please only once. I hope I don't need to say it more than once. Granit Xhaka, 49th minute. God, jeez, 3 times we've hit the bar now. Are you serious? 3 times. Where did that bounce? Only just makes it over the wall, so it's not like I could have put any less power on it. Otherwise, it doesn't make it over the wall. This is the issue with super high power free kick takers. They're not off the underside of the bar, unless they've got a really high curve as well. Off the underside of the bar, I mean, if there's no goal line technology, the lino maybe gives that because it. Oh, look at the curve. It hits the bar, spins away from goal, and bends back in. It's knuckled off the bar. I see the run of Talby. And apparently, we're going to ignore it. Oh, no, we're not. Talby. It's the day of days! It's the day of days. Payback. Sunderland Football Club are going to go joint top of the Premier League. Second. Here we go to Adingra. I mean, I've got 2 options here. And Siddiqui doing it all himself. Adingra. 5 changes on the way. Siddiqui, Talbi, Adarete, Torino and Hume off. I didn't read it quickly enough to tell you everybody that was coming on, but you saw it. You can pause the video. We have ourselves not long to hold on here. 8 minutes. I don't know when the next game is now. I didn't check the calendar after the game against Juve. So we either have Tottenham next or semi-final leg 1 of the Europa League. But what a day it's been so far. Progression to the semi-final of the Europa League and a big derby win too. Just as well this isn't on aggregate though, otherwise Newcastle will be winning 6-3. But this helps us, eases the pain of, and allows the forgetting of that 6-0 defeat. Because we've really shown up here. We've proven that there is some real character in this Sunderland team and in this squad. And we don't give up. You never give up. Not until the final moment. To be fair to them, Newcastle aren't either. Ball into the middle. And into Dan Neil's face. Barnes to the back post. Masuaku up twice. And game, please, ref. Well, knocking Juventus out might have been the biggest moment of the save so far. But now we're joint top of the Premier League and have done so, or gotten there, by handsomely beating our local rivals. That might now be the biggest game of the save. The next round of the Europa League has been drawn. We have Dortmund, but it's Spurs next. And it's Dortmund, Sheffield United, Dortmund. Meep. That's intense. Sheffield United struggling at the bottom end of the table. We very much are not. 4 points clear of Chelsea. Arsenal still have their game in hand. As the Manchester City, Liverpool are very much out of it now, you'd say, with only 15 points available. They are 11 points off the top. But we are, at the very least, 8 points inside the top 4 here, with 15 points available. But we've got some very difficult games to come, including an Eberici Eze filled Arsenal side. Spurs versus Sunderland next though, and this one is just as important as the last in the grand scheme of things. Vicario, Porro, Van de Ven, Danso and former player Reynildo at the back for them. Bissouma, Kulusevski, Bentancur, Brennan Johnson, Solanke Tell. That's the Spurs side that currently sits 7th in the Premier League right now. We currently sit 2nd. Whose position is changing today? Nice tackle by Siddiqui. Get there, get there, get there. There's a bit of space for Brennan Johnson now to do whatever the hell he likes. And he has, quite frankly, wasted it. Diarra, Semenyo's on the run. Semenyo's in. Van de Ven can come across as much as he likes. He's not getting to this. Knowles Vicario, 2-0 Sunderland. The form of our lives at just the right time. Oh, Dom, that's not great, mate. And now your fullback's out of position. Tottenham are falling apart here. Looking for Semenyo. Support arriving. Siddiqui! It's 3! In the 26th minute, we are running riot! Reynildo. That's a great cross. It's not a great ball, but Kulu's left foot can make the most of it. Patterson with a brilliant save. Really much I could do there with Semenyo, but support is here. Tao is making a run through the gap again. Where you going, boys? Where you going? Nowhere near Talbi is the answer. He is in the form of his entire career right now, isn't he? He's absolutely untouchable, Kemsdean Talbi. And he's in again. Oh, Semenyo! Talbi nearly scored again. Semenyo has. It's 4-0! Someone in chat just said that the Black Cats have fallen into a pit of catnip, and I can't help but agree. You can tell Ange's manager still of this Tottenham side, can't you? So much space at the back. Solanke, great through ball. Matthijs Tell, a chance. It's only a slim chance of Spurs getting back in it, but if that goes in, they have some hope for the second half. Right, I'm going to put Ponceau on this. We're going to put some real whip on this delivery towards the back post. Oh, it so nearly reached the man right in the middle. Dan Neil with a double header. Siddiqui, not really any options out there. Got something in the middle here, though. Speaking of something in the middle, there's Semenyo. Oh, Antoine. I mean, maybe Mark Guiu gets dropped when he comes back from injury and doesn't find his way back in the side. Because he's not playing through injury and we can't stop scoring. Can't change player to the right man quickly enough. Yves Bissouma. Yves Bissouma. Well, in the words of Ange Postecoglou, after the way that we've played the past couple of match days, it's just who we are, mate. We are ploughing on towards a potential Premier League title with Sunderland. This is pretty mental and entirely unexpected. Antoine Semenyo hat-trick, boos around the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, unsurprisingly. We could win the Premier League and the Europa League in the same season. Is it going to be FA Cup Season 1 and then Premier League and Europa League Season 2? This is what used to happen in a lot of career modes, which is why we birthed the realistic RTG idea in the first place. But for the last save of the cycle, I actually don't mind. So I'm quite happy with how things are going right now, as you may well imagine. As we've Dortmund on the horizon. Is everybody fit? Everybody but Todibo is at full fitness and ready and raring to go. What did Newcastle do on that most recent match day? We want to know that as well. We've got Dortmund. Monaco have Frankfurt. And in the Premier League, Newcastle haven't played yet. But our goal difference has skyrocketed in the past few weeks. We sit on 69 points only. We can only get a maximum of 81, which isn't unheard of for a Premier League title. But in recent years, 81 points is certainly low for a Premier League title. But there's still a number of sides still very much in it, isn't there? But we lead the way for now. I'll see you tomorrow.